the individual, who knows who you are? You know, your SATs aren't going to give me the full story of who you are. If I never saw you, you know, I would have a very different impression of you. Now, someone could say that's you know, a masculist point of view or something. That's not true. We're humans, you know. Interacting with you physically is a very different question than reading your exam, which is illegible, and I got a completely different idea of who you were, right? So the point is that creating your own story, telling your own stories, helping everyone understand who you really are, helps everybody. Helps yourself to clarify who you are to yourself, which is an ongoing process which lasts your whole life. Corporations, everyone is trying to make them work. Well, I need the right people to do the right things in the right place at the right time. How do I choose the right people? The better I know you, the better you've made me understand who you really are, the easier and the better positioned I'll be to put you in the right place where you'll be happy and where the business will be happy. Consequently, storytelling is, for me, you know, block one. It's it's the beginning. And people don't understand that. People are still busy in saying, I can do this, I can do that. But two people, the same people, can do the same things. One can do it lovingly and caringly, and one can do it because they're a perfectionist. The way they do it is different. The results might be the same in certain conditions, but not in all conditions. If someone's under pressure, I would want the loving person to do it because they're not going to break under pressure. The perfectionist might find that the situation becomes overwhelming and they can no longer have it perfect and they break down. So it's important to know how you do something, not what you do, how you do it. It's not important to say, I have a degree in business. It's important to say, why do you have a degree in business? How do you use that in your head, in your life? What does it mean to you? You see, as we're talking now, you know, what I'm saying to you, I don't know if my colleagues would say that, but my colleagues probably have a more formal idea of who they are and who they're supposed to be. I have no qualms about who I'm supposed to be because I've lost all of that. You know, I've gone over that. I'm simply whoever I am at this point. Consequently, I think that shows how storytelling is relevant both to companies and to individuals. Having your own identity simply means explaining yourself. It doesn't mean becoming something else. It doesn't mean you have to conform to some idea of the ideal candidate or the ideal student. Obviously, you have to understand what values society puts on the way you look or the way you speak or the way you act. You know, if I act in a certain way, certain people will not want to deal with me. And if I act in a different way, certain people will. Consequently, having your own identity simply means exposing as much as is correctly possible without going into your intimacy so that people understand you faster and better. Mm-hmm. That means you'll find a job that's closer to who you are and less your ideal job, but maybe your true job.